This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Probably will get tires, fuel.
Just 10 laps in.
I mean, these pit stops now are not really important as that last pit stop. You see what happened to P.J. Jones.
On board with Boris said. I think I know what's going to happen.
And Boris goes around.
So both those guys have damage now on their cars. PJ's got left front damage. And
running warm earlier, he was dipping out, trying to get some fresh air. You can see all that dust blowing off the brake dust. We've got a spin on the racetrack.
Dale Jarrett is in the wall.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, that's on the outside of the carousel down there.
Has some damage to the right rear, and there's the leader, Robbie Gordon.
You're all clear if you get going right here.
Robbie Gordon just went by as the
looks
leader.
like we got damage to the right rear quarter, so let's get it beat out and get the tires on it, okay?
Full course yellows.
Got a mark on his bumper. Yep. Got another mark on his bumper.
It's like Junior gets in the back of 88 down in the carousel. Junior had fresh tire. Well, 88.
You want to hit that brake just to make sure that you've got a pedal.
The 11 of Terry Labonte to the garage.
Oh, 31 around and hit the guardrail.
Yes, sir.
I wrecked it. My fault. Sorry.
Jeff Burton and the full course caution.
We'll be all right. What we got to have?
Oh,
Roll it off.
New front clip. Well, here you see him coming. Oh, he's already loose down into the corner. Then he gets up on the rumble strips. And he's actually trying to gas it, trying to save it.
Oh, boy.
Here we go.
That's a hard hit.
That was a hard hit.
$31. Tony Stewart out front here at Watkins Glen, approaching the halfway mark after an early start for rain. Now there's
P.J. Jones. Wow, look at. He got every piece of that car except for the left rear corner.
And that is a piece of brake rotor.
Brake broke.
You said brakes? Something happened to the brakes?
The rotor may have exploded.
full course caution.
There we see brake rotor pieces. You're right. The rotor is broken. Pieces are flying around before he ever gets to the wall.
Yeah, as soon as he hit the brakes, he was at the braking point. So as soon as he hit
212, now there's trouble.
PJ.
Yep.
PJ Jones not in a good spot.
Full course caution for PJ Jones in the inner loop. Under caution, but there's caution on the racetrack with Michael Waltrip.
Wow, that's a strange place to crash too. That's right there in the right before the inner loop. I wonder if he got turned back there.
Well, you're hustling right there, aren't you?
Yeah, you're.
Yeah, I'm fine.
But Michael is fine. But he knows that he has a lot of damage to the Napa Chevrolet, and he's taking everything off.
Well, let's see. They're in a pack here. And yep, he gets turned by Casey Kane.
That is a wild ride.
Wow, that's a hit. Take a ride with Michael as this happens.
You want to go road course racing at the Glen?
All these guys are bunched up, but it just doesn't take much.
Second, yeah.
Back here at Watkins Glen, Kyle Busch with an experience trying to get through turn one. But he recovers, is okay, rejoins the race.
Pulling around and I should say be frustratingly dealing with wheel hop.
And then you see what happens when you get the wheel hop. That's when the rear wheels jump up and down.
Ninth right now. Vickers finishing third at Indianapolis a week ago. His crew chief Lance McGrew says their season began to come together around Memorial Day weekend, and they're really on a roll. It's only a matter of time before they win. Marty?
Alice,
Alan, finishing out the top 10 is Jeremy Mayfield as Joe Nemechek tries to go through the grass. Mayfield having a terrific day. He's had brake problems, thought he had too much front brake, dialed it all. The rear didn't make it any better. He's had water heating problems up to 240 at one point, but somehow they've managed to stay in the top 10. Look at this gaggle, guys, as Jeremy gets passed by a few cars.
They're racing for the win right there.
Hey, they're racing for their life.
Yep.
Junior's able to get by. He got by the 19 car, didn't he? Yes, he did. They want Nemechek in that 0-1 almost got in the guardrail off of turn 7 coming down the start-finish line.
A little bit further behind these guys, Jeff Gordon, who restarted 24th on lap 76, has moved his way up to 17th. Desperately trying to get some more points here at the Glen.
That is impressive to get up to the 17th spot for Jeff Gordon. Not been a good day for a car that is very fast. There he comes. DuPont Chevy.
There's Gordon in the 24 car. Dave Burns.
And after they came on pit road for that unscheduled stop for that flat left front tire, Robbie Loomis, his crew chief, had to calm the driver down just a little bit. He asked him to keep his emotions in check because they knew what they were left with. About 30 laps remaining in the race and only cars to pass on the track. A very difficult place to pass and poor track position. Jeff has been working his way back up, restarted outside the top 20, and BP is now up to 16th.
Very impressive, Dave.
Bobby Labonte making a stop here late in the race on pit road. Tony Stewart, chased by Robbie Gordon and Boris said. It's going to be a hard man to catch. 2 to go this time by.
What his 20 car just looks so good. It looks like he's driving around the car, around the racetrack with a caution flag. Caution! We could see green, white, check. We could see going into overtime.
Wow.
What will that do to fuel mileage to these guys?
And here we have people in the sand trap.
And that one of them is Kurt Busch.
Yep.
And the 50 car, Jorge Getters.
Right. You're not getting out of there without some help.
That's up in turn 6 and 7.
Now that looks like Snyder to your screen.
No, I think that was just...
No, that was Ron
contact.
Fellows making
Yep.
contact. And that's not in turn 6 and 7. That's up in the
Interloop.
interloop. And Busch just drove straight in.
I think Tony Stewart.
All right, here we go.
Got to go in deep.
Go, go, go.
There again, Stewart gets a great restart, and they're not even close enough to try to outbrake him.
Said looking to the inside of Robbie, will not get there. Give a call to Jimmy Johnson in that 48. He's had a solid day. Good performance.
Man, oh man, Tony Stewart just drove away on the restart, and these guys right behind, knowing he was going to do that. So I got to give Tony Stewart credit as much as blame as anything.
Yeah, I mean, both those last restarts have been, he got him. He fooled him.
That's right. He just drove away from him.
Through the interloop. Then the carousel. If the caution comes out, the race is over. Stewart's okay with that battery?
Oh, yeah, I think so. Fresh battery should last for a couple of laps.
Especially with everything on.
Out of turn 7 to the pit stretch. White flag, last lap at the Glen. Dave Burns.
Robbie Gordon radioed his crew, no way we're going to make it. We're done. I don't know if he meant he's out of fuel, if there's no way he can catch the 20. And no, he's not catching the 20.
That's probably what he's talking about. They're just not going to catch the 20 because the car certainly seems to be under power.
Well, this 20 team is in top championship form right now. took the win at Indianapolis a week ago. Headed for victory lane here at Watkins Glen. To Michigan next week and then Bristol.
I mean, in 2 laps, he has pulled out to a 2.5 lead on really good drivers and race cars.
Won at Sonoma earlier this year. Tony Stewart, the new road course king in the NASCAR Nextel Cup Series. Sweeps off of 7, makes the right-hander. He can see the checkered flag now. Tony Stewart goes back-to-back and wins at the Glen.
Talk about dominating.
His 3rd win at Watkins Glen on the last 4 races. His 3rd straight road course win, the 5th driver of all time to do that.
Roy said, congratulating Tony Stewart.
It's his 5th win in the last 7 races and 8th straight finish in the top 7.
We are.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.